Hi everyone and welcome back to Jubilee Road, and today we're doing the third part of this mini-series of a look at the loco fleet here at my layout. Today we're going to have a look at the German fleet. I have steam, diesel and electric German locos, and some of these are my favourite locos. They're just so well made and they look really different to any of the British stock here. So in this one, as I said, we're going to have a look at the German steam, diesel and electric locos. Now this is going to be a lot shorter video today, just because, well, I don't have many of them at the moment. I am planning, possibly, of increasing my German fleet and sort of thinning my British fleet out a little bit. There's a couple of engines, that British locos, that are just not used at all. So there's not much point in having them. So possibly they're going to go up on eBay at some point. I'll let you know on that so you can have a chance of getting them. So, let's get into it. Here we have our first loco. It's a CTHS loco. Really nice, this one. It's made by Pico. Container terminal there, you can see it there. It's actually in British. Now, I believe all these American. Now, if anyone knows any different, because it's possible one of these might be French, I don't know. But I've always thought of them as German locos. Now, this one was made by Pico. I believe that's how you say it. Not British. It says Pico, but I think it's Pico. This make, if no one has them, is absolutely fantastic. Their locos, especially the diesel locos, are stupid cheap, like proper. Brand new, these locos are costing 60 up to sort of £80 for a brand new diesel loco the size of this, and it weighs a ton, absolute ton, and runs like a dream. That is a great price. How they're doing that, I don't know. But I do not know the classes of these guys. I have not a clue. So we move on to this. It's a lot older style loco here. Now I know this is German because it's got DB. You can see it just on the front, and it says on the side, which stands for Deutsche Bahn Railways, German. Now, this, I've heard someone saying, is a German warship. I can see why, because it kind of has the same lines to it, and as far as I know, has the same or very similar engine to what the warship has, the diesel hydraulic. Now, I have heard these on videos, and yeah, they sound very much alike, so that's why I bought this one. Again, made by Pico. These pair are both DC, stupid cheap price, and runs like a dream. That's what we want. Next up, we have a more modern passenger loco here, which is, well, there you go, a Riva. Now, definitely not British, as a few people have said, oh, we didn't know a Riva run in Germany. Neither did I till I saw this model, and that's why I bought it. I got 5 or 6 coaches to go behind this, and it looks nice running around the layout. It was in the Easter running session, I believe. But again, very cheap, and great detail. You can see it all around here, all across here, and handrails and grills, and great price. And it runs really nice too, and they're running on DC again. We just move this back, and then we have something very unusual. Now, you've probably heard me saying many times, I don't like electric trains. I still don't, but as you probably can see, this is electric. Now, the reason why I got this, I think it's off the track. Yes, it is. The reason why I got this, the looks. Just look at this thing. It's a really strange contraption, isn't it? That's why I bought it, because it's so interesting. I don't like the engine it's got, the electric. That's rubbish. I don't like that. But the rest of it, it looks so good and different. I thought, well, it kind of outweighs the electric part of it, if you know what I mean. So, very powerful. Really powerful model, this one. because all wheels are powered. It weighs quite a lot, and it does articulate. If I can just see it move in there, the middle part articulates so it can go round the sharper bends, which helps. And then in this, the last loco in this batch, it's not a loco in really. This is the German Ice 3. Now this is the modern ice train. This is part of a 7-car set which I had quite recently. I love it. Again, electric, but this thing, I have had it running around the layout. Looks absolutely brilliant. Really interesting looking thing. And now I know it's German because it says DB on the side of it, Deutschbahn. Again, made by the same as the other people, Pico. I'm not quite sure who makes this, well, it's a crocodile. Sorry, I completely forgotten to mention that is a crocodile. That is, don't know, can't remember who makes it. I believe it's Rocco, or Roco, I think. Something like that, I don't know. But this is the, obviously the front. The motor is not in here. Now it's trying to run away. Yeah, it's trying to run away. I'll just have to keep my thing there so otherwise it don't shoot off. The motor in this set is actually in the buffet car in the middle. Doing some work on it at the moment. The motor car to get it running perfectly. Runs okay. Just a slight problem with one of the cogs I got to sort out. It will be running, hopefully as soon as possible. So now we're going to move on to the German steam locos. Now we have the German steam locos. And we have 4 at the moment. So let's have a look at them. First up, we have this. Now this is the German loco I've had the longest. It's a 210 tender loco. I actually picked this one up at MIB Models. I ordered it a couple of years ago, and just wow. The livery on this is very striking. I absolutely love it. The black with the red wheels. Actually, all of them are in that livery. It's a Deutschbahn livery, and I love it. It really is nice. Now, there is quite a big difference between these and the British locos. These are by far more superior than the British locos, by a long way. This is a Roco model, I believe. Yes, it is Roco model. It's just so much better engineered than our stuff. Now, it's got a lot of driving wheels, but yet it can still go round decent sharp curves because the wheels can't really show you move on the axles. So when the engine goes around the corner, they move out to allow to get round the tighter curves. Fantastic, I love it. Now this is tender drive. Tender drive, the motor is here. Now we all remember the British tender drive locos. They were rubbish, absolute rubbish. This is far from that. This is a seriously powerful model. You know, it runs like a dream. I don't know how they've done that. You know, because the British couldn't even put a loco in, put the, what was I saying? The motor in the tender. The tender used to wobble about, the connecting rods would jam and it looked stupid, they were noisy, they were just rubbish, weren't they? But the Germans, they pulled it off. Fantastic loco, that one. Now I don't know the classes of these, I'm not even going to bother trying. Next up we have another German loco. Now on the internet this was listed as a Deutschbahn Class 03. I don't know if that's right. Not a clue, it could be. It might be right, it might be wrong. I really don't know. So we got this. This is a 462 tender loco. This is made by Fleischmann, and it has the factory fitted DCC sound. One of the nicest sound chips I've got here at Jubilee Road, and again, watch this. This is also tender driven, but it runs just as good as this one does. You know, and it's got good haulage capacity as well. It hauls 7-8 coaches around the layout pretty well. So another fantastic loco there, and it has working lights, which is also nice. The British locos, well, it's like they can't be bothered with the British steam locos. 1 or 2 have it, but most don't. As I said, they're like they can't be bothered. The 3 of these all have working lights as standard. Come on, UK, get on with it, will you? Would be nice. Right, now we have, well, this awesome looking thing. I think, let me just count the wheels because I never have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 210-2 tank engine. Wow, that's a lot of wheels for a tank engine, isn't it? I've had this quite a while as well. I bought this off eBay a while back. Can't remember how much I paid for it, but don't remember it being for that much. Now, I believe this is a Roco model as well, or it could be Lilliput. I'm not too sure on that. I'm not up on my German makes and models and all the rest of it. Again, this runs like a dream. This one's DC, working lights front and rear, and great haulage capacity. Absolutely brilliant this thing is. You know, in the strike and livery again, and the detail. Just look at that detail. Got the pump here on the side. Just wow. You know, I will admit it's not as nice looking as a British loco, is it? But it looks powerful, doesn't it? It was built to do a purpose, and it did it very well, I would imagine. So that's that tank loco. And then, well, we got a lovely little thing by here, haven't we? This is an 060 loco. I believe it's Fleischmann again. Actually, let me just see if it says underneath. Well, it says made in Austria. Oh no, it's a Roco model made in Austria. No, can't say I've ever seen that on a underneath a loco before, but I don't model German too that often. So we got lovely detail for such a small little engine. Buffers stick out quite a long way, don't they? I've taken the coupling off the front because it looked a bit silly. It weighs so much. It weighs more than that big Great Western tank I was showing you. There's a bit of a size difference too, isn't there? This was cheap. I paid £45 for this. And it runs so well and so quiet. And looks nice coupled up with some the old 4-wheeled German coaches. So, yeah, the Germans are ahead of the UK in building model railways. Well, that's not such a surprise, is it? They build a lot of great things like cars. Like BMW, for instance. You know, good cars, aren't they? But we're not talking about cars today. I don't have a car, so I have loads of trains instead. They cost less to run. Well, we think so anyway. So that is my German collection. That is all the German locos I have. As I said, I do plan on getting more of them because, well, they're fantastic. If I was starting out in model railways now, I would model Germany. I really would. I wouldn't buy the British stock. It's not that I don't like it. I think these are better. I just do. Obviously, I'm not going to be stupid and go and sell all my British stock and buy all German ones. You know, I wouldn't do that. But if I was starting out modelling now, I would think I would go for the German model scene. I just would. I like it. So, that's the end of this one. The next one will be a look at the German. German why? Well, that's what we just looked at. The American stuff, which is a few more of them than the German. And then the last video, which was suggested in a comment recently on a video. Can't remember who it was by, but they said, can I do a video on the non-runners? I wasn't planning to, but yes, I will do a video on the non-runners. If you just lift them up, you can see some of them along there. Yeah, I will do that, and that will be the last video in the series after the American ones. With these locos, please don't request to see them running. I am planning a German running gala in the near future, so you will see all these engines running very shortly. So please don't suggest locos you want to see running in this batch. So guys, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you again in part 4 of this mini-series. Bye everyone.